Steve, Daddy's finally agreed to let me buy my first jet, but he's only giving me a 15 million budget.
15 million? That's not so bad. Come on, let's go sit down and we can go look through some options. So how many people do you think you want to carry?
Well, I don't want to carry that many of my friends, so I'd say 12.
Okay. And let's say you want an airplane maybe 10 years old or so?
10 years? People are gonna make fun of me. That's half of my age. Maximum 4.
No. You can really get a used airplane. 10 years old is not so old on an airplane. It's not so old for a person either, but for an airplane, that's pretty average.
Alright, let's see what you recommend.
Okay, so if we take $15 million with 12 passengers, 10 years old, let me ask you, what do you think the longest trip that you're gonna wanna make? From where to where?
So I travel around Europe, but I do have to get to LA quite frequently to see my agent during the year.
So going from London to LA, you've got about 4,700 nautical miles. But when you take in a comfort factor, you need about 5,500 nautical mile range. That's going to really bring you down to a Global XRS or a G550. So let's look at those airplanes. And you can see from London, okay, the maximum range on those airplanes will easily get you to LA. And if we look at when we're starting back from the West Coast, because you can see we're making the winds as they were last week. So it's making it harder to get to LA than it is going back to London because of the headwinds you got going to LA. It's harder and takes longer and it's further versus going east when you have the winds behind you. If you're coming from LA, you can see how the difference is much more significant, where you can fly really all the way to Athens from California nonstop on either one of these two airplanes. So I think one of these two airplanes are the ones you should be looking at.
Okay, so what do these two planes look like?
Okay, so let's take a look at them. Let's start with the Global XRS. You can see here, that's what the outside of the airplane looks like. It's pretty big. The interior is really luxurious. It's wide. It's got a quiet cabin and easily can go nonstop to Los Angeles. That versus the Gulfstream 550, which as you can see, has a similar looking cabin. It's a little narrower, but the windows are much bigger. It's got the same number of seats, has a little bit more range. But these are the two contenders really that you should be considering.
Oh, I see a laptop there. So does it mean that I can use my Instagram on the plane?
Sure. They've got high-speed Wi-Fi on these airplanes. They're super fast. You can download movies, watch movies live. You can watch live TV. You can even check the stock market, see how much money you're making.
I'm still not sure. Which one's bigger?
Well, let me show you exactly how big they are. So this is the exact size of these airplanes. I'm a little bit more than 6 feet. You're about the same height, a little shorter. You can stand here and you can see that you're easily going to be able to fit inside there. You have to take your glasses off. That looks pretty good.
So I guess the blue one is bigger, so I'll take this one.
Okay, but this Bombardier Global is a little bit more expensive. Think you can get Daddy to spend a little bit more money?
I can always get Daddy to spend more money.
Great, we're gonna definitely do a deal.
Thank you.